Welcome to Phesily, where we dive deep into one of the most intriguing chapters in rock and roll history. Today, we're uncovering the story of Elvis Presley and Ann-Margret Olson, a couple whose romance captivated not just the paparazzi but the entire public. Known as the king of rock and roll, Elvis's appeal wasn't limited to his musical talents. His remarkable sex appeal also made him immensely popular among the ladies. While his marriage to Priscilla Presley is widely recognized, it's his relationship with Ann-Margret that still holds a place in many hearts. Join us as we explore the depths of how Ann-Margret truly felt about Elvis Presley. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button to join us on this and other thrilling explorations into the lives of your favorite stars. Ann-Margret Olson was born on April 28, 1941, in Stockholm, Sweden. She spent her early childhood in Valsjöbyn, a picturesque village nestled near the Arctic Circle. The serene landscapes and close-knit community of her hometown left a lasting impression on her young mind, fostering a deep appreciation for nature and a sense of adventure. In 1946, seeking new opportunities, Ann-Margret and her family embarked on a significant life change by emigrating to the United States. This move marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life, filled with possibilities. Their journey across the Atlantic was both daunting and exciting for the young Ann-Margret, who was eager to explore her new home. Upon their arrival in November, Ann-Margret's father took her to visit the iconic Radio City Music Hall. It was there that she first witnessed the glamour and allure of show business. The grandeur of the performances and the elegance of the venue captivated her, igniting a passion for the arts that would shape her career path. By 1949, Ann-Margret had fully embraced her new life in America, culminating in her becoming a naturalized citizen. This milestone was not just a formality but a profound commitment to her new country, which had welcomed her and her family with open arms. Her new nationality opened doors to opportunities that would eventually lead her to stardom. From a young age, Ann-Margret's mother encouraged her talents in dancing and singing, leading her to perform on shows like Ted Mack's Amateur Hour during her teenage years. She also caught the acting bug in school plays, which set her on the path to a professional acting career. By the early 60s, Ann-Margret's musical talents were also taking flight. She signed with RCA Victor in 1961, and her debut album, And Here She Is, Ann-Margret, quickly became a hit, catapulting her music career forward. As Ann-Margret's star rose, another icon, Elvis Presley, was already captivating audiences worldwide. Leveraging Elvis's fame, record producers had Ann-Margret record several of his hits, including Heartbreak Hotel, and even suggested she mimic his style. Simultaneously, her film career began to flourish. Her first major film role was in Frank Capra's 1961 remake of his own Lady for a Day, titled Pocket Full of Miracles. Her performance earned her a Golden Globe for Most Promising Female Newcomer. She followed this success with appearances in State Fair in 1962 and Bye Bye Birdie in 1963, which solidified her status as a household name. In the film Viva Las Vegas, Elvis Presley stars as Lucky Jackson, a charismatic race car driver with his eyes set on winning the upcoming Las Vegas Grand Prix. To afford a crucial new engine for his car, Lucky takes an unconventional detour from the racetrack to the bustling world of waitstaff at a high-energy Vegas hotel. During his time as a waiter, Lucky encounters Rusty Martin, a vivacious swimming instructor portrayed by Ann-Margret. Rusty's spirited nature and stunning presence captivate Lucky immediately, sparking a romance that becomes the heart of the movie. Their initial interactions, marked by playful banter and flirtatious encounters, draw the audience into their budding relationship. The on-screen chemistry between Elvis and Ann-Margret was palpable, elevating their characters' relationship to legendary status. Viewers were treated to a dynamic blend of romance, music, and dance that showcased the actors' talents and their characters' magnetic connection. This chemistry made Lucky and Rusty one of the most memorable and beloved couples in the annals of cinema. However, their romance extended beyond the screen. While filming Viva Las Vegas, Elvis and Ann-Margret sparked a real-life romance. Although their relationship concluded shortly after the movie wrapped, their affair became one of the most talked about in the annals of celebrity history. Decades later, in 2005, Rose McGowan would depict Ann-Margret in the miniseries Elvis, which chronicled Elvis Presley's life and career, including his relationship with Ann. Surprisingly, despite the brevity of their relationship, it left a lasting impression. Ann-Margret has always held a fondness for Elvis Presley. Nearly 60 years after their famed collaboration in Viva Las Vegas, Ann-Margret reflects on her relationship with Elvis Presley with a sense of fondness and deep respect. She openly confirmed her enduring affection for him, illustrating the lasting impact of their connection, both on and off the screen. In interviews and public statements, Ann-Margret has often expressed how her time with Elvis remains a significant part of her memories. Her candid acknowledgments serve as a testament to the genuine bond they shared, highlighting a personal and professional relationship that, despite the years, continues to resonate with her. When Ann-Margret met Elvis Presley, there was an immediate spark, and it was clear he felt it too. In an interview with the New York Times, she reflected, "We both felt a current, an electricity that went straight through us. It became a force we couldn't control." She also mentioned that Elvis's then-girlfriend, Priscilla, whom he later married, wasn't a consideration at the time. She wasn't on set, and their relationship didn't seem to affect either Ann-Margret or Elvis. For a year, the pair seized every opportunity to meet, often exchanging phone calls and writing love letters. However, Elvis was committed to Priscilla and intended to marry her. He ultimately ended things with Ann-Margret, explaining his decision to marry Priscilla. She respected his wishes, and they parted ways amicably. Despite the conclusion of their romantic relationship, Ann-Margret and Elvis Presley managed to maintain a warm friendship. This enduring connection was evident in the gestures they continued to share. Notably, Elvis would send flowers to Ann-Margret whenever she performed live, as a token of his support and continued affection. However, in August of 1977, a significant change occurred. The customary flowers from Elvis did not arrive. This break in tradition signaled something amiss, casting a shadow of concern over what had become a cherished ritual in Ann-Margret's performances and personal celebrations. Shortly after the flowers failed to arrive, Ann-Margret received the devastating news of Elvis Presley's death. This news came as a profound shock not only to her, but to fans around the globe. The absence of the flowers, which had always symbolized their enduring friendship, suddenly took on a poignant significance in light of his passing. To this day, Elvis Presley is revered as one of the greatest singers and iconic figures in American culture. His charisma, voice, and revolutionary impact on music and popular culture have solidified his status as a quintessential sex symbol and beloved artist. His legacy continues to influence new generations and maintains a significant presence in the world of music and beyond. The media and public continue to remind Ann-Margret of her relationship with Elvis, but even as the world moves on, she cherishes the memories of their love affair and friendship. Many years later, in 1967, Ann-Margret married her manager, Roger Smith, who was an accomplished actor himself. Their marriage lasted until his death in 2017. She believes she married the right man, yet she never regretted her relationship with Elvis. In her autobiography, Ann-Margret, My Story, she describes Elvis as her soulmate, revealing that he had wished they could have stayed together. Although their romantic relationship lasted only a year, Ann-Margret recalls it as a deeply loving and transformative period in her life. She often speaks of their time together with great emotion, emphasizing the profound connection and mutual respect that defined their brief but intense romance. It remains one of the most significant and cherished experiences in her extensive career and personal history. The affair between Ann-Margret and Elvis did not remain a secret and was eventually discovered by Priscilla Presley. This revelation strained Elvis and Priscilla's marriage significantly, contributing to the tensions that led to their divorce in 1973. The impact of their relationship continued to ripple through their lives, affecting their personal relationships long after the romance had ended. Ann-Margret's husband, Roger Smith, sometimes felt uncomfortable when she reminisced about her time with Elvis. While supportive of her career, the memories of her connection with such a prominent figure like Elvis brought complex feelings for Roger. Despite this, Ann-Margret continued to honor the significant role Elvis played in her life, balancing her past with her commitment to her marriage. Now in her 80s, Ann-Margret has become more forthcoming about her relationship with Elvis and her true feelings during that time. With age, she has found the perspective and perhaps the freedom to express more openly about the depth and significance of their bond. This openness has allowed her to share insights into what was a very private part of her life, giving fans a fuller picture of her emotional landscape. Fans and the general public have come to recognize that, although their relationship was brief, it was intensely affectionate. The stories and anecdotes that Ann-Margret shares illustrate a relationship built on genuine care and connection, resonating deeply with those who admire both figures. The fondness and respect they held for each other during their time together continue to be celebrated by fans around the world. Despite ultimately going their separate ways, it is evident that there was true love between Ann-Margret and Elvis. This acknowledgement by Ann-Margret, coupled with her willingness to discuss their time together, confirms the profound impact they had on each other's lives. Even decades later, the sincerity of their affection remains an enduring and cherished narrative among fans and historians of both celebrities. Ann-Margret's acting and music career flourished well beyond her time with Elvis Presley, with her dramatic roles bringing her a new level of acclaim. She quickly rose to prominence in the film industry, securing lead roles in notable movies such as Once a Thief, The Cincinnati Kid, and The Swinger. These films showcased her versatility and charisma, establishing her as a rising star in Hollywood. The 1971 film Carnal Knowledge was a pivotal moment in her career, starring alongside Jack Nicholson, who was himself becoming one of Hollywood's leading men. Ann-Margret delivered a performance that earned her critical acclaim and a nomination for Best Supporting Actress at the Academy Awards. This role significantly altered her public persona, shifting her image from that of a Hollywood bombshell to a respected actress capable of complex and serious performances. Her portrayal in Carnal Knowledge distinguished her from the roles she had played in lighter projects like Viva Las Vegas and sex comedies such as The Swinger. This transformation allowed her to take on a broader range of roles and demonstrated her substantial acting skills, earning her a respected place in the acting community and further opportunities to showcase her talent in a variety of challenging roles. Ann-Margret's stature in the film industry continued to rise, and she consistently secured a mix of supporting and leading roles in major cinematic productions. Her compelling performance in Ken Russell's rock opera Tommy in 1975 brought her another Academy Award nomination, this time for Best Actress. This role further cemented her versatility and ability to handle diverse character roles in different genres. Throughout her later career, Ann-Margret appeared in a wide range of films, demonstrating her adaptability and enduring appeal. She brought depth and warmth to comedies like Grumpy Old Men, showcased her dramatic talents in Any Given Sunday, and entertained in lighter fare such as Taxi, The Breakup, and Old Dogs. Each role allowed her to reach new audiences and show different facets of her acting prowess. Her most recent film, Queen Bees, 2021, features her alongside a stellar cast including James Caan, Ellen Burstyn, Loretta Devine, and Christopher Lloyd. In this film, Ann-Margret continues to display her timeless charm and skill, engaging with themes of aging, friendship, and love. Her performance not only resonates with older audiences, but also attracts new fans, proving her continued relevance and talent in the industry. Ann-Margret's impact extends beyond the silver screen into a noteworthy television career. She infused her vibrant personality into a fictional version of herself named Ann-Margret in The Flintstones, delighting audiences with a playful twist on her public persona. Additionally, she appeared as herself in an episode of Here's Lucy, sharing the screen with the legendary Lucille Ball, which allowed her to showcase her comedic talents and endearing charm in a beloved sitcom setting. Her role as Sally Jackson in the adaptation of Alex Haley's Queen further demonstrated her range as an actress, tackling complex emotional and historical layers in a dramatic miniseries. Ann-Margret has also made memorable guest appearances in popular TV dramas such as Law and Order, SVU, CSI, and Touched by an Angel, each time bringing her distinctive flair and depth to a variety of roles. Continuing her active career in the entertainment industry, Ann-Margret shows no signs of slowing down. Her ongoing work in both film and television ensures that she remains a significant and influential figure, leaving a lasting legacy that resonates with audiences across multiple generations. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think Ann-Margret and Elvis Presley should have stayed together? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Phesily if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. We can't wait to hear from you.